Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 17th of August 2023. Let's start with our session. Which institution released the publication titled as 75 Endemic Birds of India? So a recent publication by Zoological Survey of India points out that about 5% of the birds found in the country are endemic and they are not reported in other parts of the world. So this publication is 75 Endemic Birds of India, and recently it was released on the 108th Foundation Day of Zoological Survey of India. Basically talking about India, India is home to 1353 bird species, which represents nearly 12.4% of the global bird diversity. Out of these, 78 means 5% are totally endemic to our country, India. Okay, so this was the publication from Zoological Survey of India. Now apart from it, which institution has developed the Bharatiya Vastra एवं शिल्प कोश portal? So Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated this particular portal, which is a repository of textiles and crafts. Basically it is a kind of e-portal, and it was inaugurated during the National Handloom Day celebration in New Delhi. So it has been developed by NIFT, means National Institute of Fashion Technology, in partnership with Ministry of Textiles, and the aim of this portal is to showcase India's wide range of textile and crafts in a unified catalog, which actually reflects the nation's cultural richness. Okay, so this particular portal is developed by National Institute of Fashion Technology. Now apart from it, which institution is developing the organ donation registry of India? So it is being developed by National Health Authority and the Union Health Ministry following consultation with the Niti Aayog for an overhaul of the National Organ Tissue Transplantation Organization. So it aims to enhance transparency and efficiency in organ transplantation, and this initiative that has been developed in collaboration with Niti Aayog aims to revamp the National Organ Tissue Transplantation Organization so as to eliminate intermediaries. Okay, so you can be asked that which institution is developing the organ donation registry in India. Answer would be National Health Authority. The next question is, Indian Buddhist Culture and Heritage Center is being constructed in which country? So in the country Nepal, the construction of the work of Indian Buddhist Culture and Heritage Center has begun in Lumbini with special recitation by the Buddhist monks. So this 1.6 billion rupees Heritage Center is expected to be built in zero net technology, and it may be completed in 1.5 years. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the then Prime Minister of Nepal, Sher Bahadur Deoba, jointly laid the foundation stone during Mr. Modi's visit in the year 2022. Okay, so this culture and heritage center is being constructed in the country Nepal. Also don't forget that our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has laid the foundation stone for iconic site museum in the state of Tamil Nadu recently. Okay, also which state is conducting the caste based survey? So this is Bihar state, and recently the Supreme Court has allowed the Bihar government to resume it. Okay, then after that, which authority has recently released the Raj Marg Yatra mobile application? So it has been developed by National Highways Authority of India, and this application has been developed so as to provide real-time weather updates and other type of vital services so as to ensure a smooth and secure travel experience on the national highways. Okay, so this application has been developed by NHAI. Next is, India provides financial assistance of 45 crore rupees to support the digital identity project of which country? So India has handed over this much amount in advance to the country Sri Lanka so as to fund its unique digital identity project. And it constitutes 15% of the total funds that is required for the successful implementation of the project as an advance payment. So the project aims to collect biographic and biometric information including facial, iris and fingerprint data which will be stored in a centralized system. Okay. So India has provided this much amount to the country Sri Lanka so as to support their digital identity project there in Sri Lanka. Okay. Now talking about some international current affairs. First of all, which is the fourth country to join Just Energy Transition Partnership Deal? So this country is Senegal. And which are the rest three countries? These are Vietnam, Indonesia and South Africa. Don't forget that recently we have gifted INS Kirpan to the country Vietnam. Okay. Then after that, which country is associated with Silk Roadster platform? Answer would be China. We have discussed these questions in a detailed manner earlier in our former lectures. Okay. After that, Clean Up to Clean Energy Plan is associated with which country? So this is a plan of US. And which two countries are associated with the Falcon Shield 2-3 exercise? So these are China and the country UAE. Okay. So these are some of the important international current affairs. Next is, which Indian player finished as runner-up at the Australian Open badminton tournament? So this is HS Pranay from India. He finished being runner-up at the Australian Open Super 500 badminton tournament after losing a 3-game thriller to Weng Hong Yang, who's from the country China, in the men's singles final. And he is from the state of Kerala, and in the month of May he beated Weng in a 3-game play so as to claim the Malaysia Masters. Okay. So recently HS Pranay was declared to be runner-up at the Australian Open badminton tournament. And who was the winner of this tournament? Answer would be Weng Hong Yang, who's from the country China. Also don't forget that HS Pranay is from Kerala state. You can be asked that HS Pranay is associated with which sport? So answer would be badminton. Okay. Now apart from it, who has won the Korea Open 2023 title? So answer would be Satvik Siraj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty. Then Sarita and Rakesh Kumar has claimed country's very first gold medal in the World Archery Para Championships, the venue of which is Czech Republic. Okay. And as a team, Indian shooters attained second position in the Junior World Championships, the venue of which is Korea. Okay. And don't forget that Virat Kohli is now the 5th highest run scorer in the international cricket, and with this he has surpassed Jacques Kallis, who is from the country South Africa. Fine. Next question is, which institution released the Still Unprepared report? So a report by Climate Risk Horizons titled as Still Unprepared said that India's major banks remain unprepared to confront the climate risk. And this comes despite the country facing extreme weather events on 314 out of 365 days in 2022. And this particular analysis ranks the banks on several criteria like fossil fuel exclusion policy, emissions disclosure, climate scenario analysis and net zero targets. Okay. Simply you have to remember that the report, the name of which is Still Unprepared, has been released by Risk Horizons. Now apart from it, let's talk about few of the important rankings and indices. The first one is Energy Transition Index. It is released by the World Economic Forum, and the first country in this index is Sweden. Also India has been ranked at 67th position. Okay. After that there is QS World University Rankings, in which MIT was placed at the first position for the 12th consecutive time, and from India IIT Bombay was placed at 149th position, and then IIT Bombay was further followed with IIT Delhi. Okay. After that, if we talk about global startup ecosystem report, in which Bangalore startup ecosystem was ranked at 20th position, and the top 3 ecosystems are Silicon Valley, New York City and London. Okay. Now next is postal life insurance is associated with which union ministry? So postal life insurance is a prominent insurance player since 1884, and now it is enhancing its customer centered strategy by launching the direct incentive disbursement pilot initiative in New Delhi and in the Uttarakhand circles. So under this initiative, the agents will experience the transfer of commissions from the previous month directly to their post office savings bank account. Okay. So postal life insurance is associated with Ministry of Communication. Option number B. Now apart from it, which union ministry has recently formulated the national strategy and roadmap for medical and wellness tourism? So as the name suggests, it is associated with Ministry of Tourism. And why? They have revealed this so as to promote medical tourism. Basically, it is undertaking various media campaigns under Incredible India brand line to promote various tourism destinations and products of the country. Okay. So which ministry has formulated national strategy and roadmap for medical and wellness tourism? Answer would be Ministry of Tourism. Next question is, spectroscopic investigations of nebular gas device developed in India is to be exported to which particular country? So the export of this device, which was meant for Tiangong space station, is being delayed because of export challenges between India and China. Basically, it is designed to be among the 9 global experiments conducted aboard Tiangong, and it is a small spectrograph payload that is designed to observe extended sources over a wide field view in the MUV range from 1400 to 2700. Simply you have to remember that this device has been developed in India and now it is to be exported to the country China. Okay. Don't forget that China is the host for this year's World University Games 23. Okay. Also, China has granted Pakistan a 2-year rollover on $2.4 billion loan so as to provide some relief to Pakistan because it is facing a severe balance of payment crisis, right? Also, China has recently launched their first communication satellite, the name of which is Lingxi-03. Also, China was in news because of their cabbage strategy that they have used against the country US. Don't forget that US has recently rejoined the UNESCO after 5 years, and now it is the 194th member of UNESCO. Okay. And in USA, there is a name which is very important, Admiral Lisa Franchitti. Why she is important? Because she is the very first woman to lead US Navy. Okay. Next question is, Luna 25 is the lunar lander developed by which country? So the Russian space agency Roscosmos has announced the completion of the assembly of the Soyuz rocket for the launch of this Luna 25 lunar lander, which marks Russia's return to lunar exploration after 1976. So now the relocation is scheduled to occur in Russia's Shaktinskaya settlement that is situated in the Khabarovsk region, which is the southeast of the launch location. Okay, so Luna 25 is the lunar lander of the country Russia. Don't forget that Russia is the host for this year's Russia-Africa Summit, right? Also, Russia country has recently banned sex change and transgender marriages. Now, which country has launched the world's first methane-fueled space rocket? This is the country China. You have to tell me what is the name of that particular rocket. And now SpaceX is preparing to launch the world's largest privately owned satellite, the name of which is Jupiter 3, and it will be sent into the space with Falcon Heavy rocket in Florida. Okay. The next question is, which country's researchers achieved net energy gain in a nuclear fusion reactor for the second time? So American researchers have achieved net energy gain in nuclear fusion reaction for the second time, which follows a significant accomplishment in December 2022. Now this achievement is considered a significant advancement in the journey towards harnessing a nearly boundless, secure and environmental friendly energy resource. Okay, so USA researchers have achieved net energy gain in a nuclear fusion reaction for the second time. Now apart from it, the oldest fossilized remains of a plant-eating dinosaur, the name of which is Therosaurus indicus, has been found in which Indian state? So scientists from IIT Roorkee and GSI, means Geological Survey of India, have unearthed the oldest fossilized remains of a plant-eating dinosaur in Jaisalmer in the state of Rajasthan, which indicates India's significant role in dinosaur evolution. So this fossil dates back to 167 million years. Okay. Also, there is one more species question. You can be asked that azure-thighed tree frog is a newly discovered species of tree frog found in which particular country? So this type of species of frog is found in New Guinea. Okay. Next is, which country has objected to the incorporation of the Sanskrit phrase Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam in the G20 logo? This is an important question. And recently China has objected to the incorporation of the Sanskrit phrase Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam and chosen as the Indian presidency's G20 theme in various G20 documents, including the G20 Energy Ministers Outcome Document and Shared Summary on Energy Transition that was released last month. So China's contention was that the term Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam could not be used in official G20 text since it is in Sanskrit, which is a language that has been not included among the United Nations 6 recognized official languages. Okay, so that's why China has opposed this term. Also recently, the Cyber Space Administration of China has revealed its introduction of initial guidelines that are designed to oversee security measures that are pertaining to the facial recognition technology within the nation. Okay, and now the Cyberspace Administration of China is emphasizing the necessity for restricted and essential use of facial recognition technology that highlights that its deployment should strictly follow stringent protective measures. Okay, you can be asked that which country released the draft regulations governing facial recognition technology usage. Answer would be the country China. And now the last question says, which Indian has been chosen as the vice chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on the Climate Change? So during the election at United Nations Environment Programme, the headquarters of which lies in Nairobi, Mr. Raman Sukumar, who is an expert on the Asian elephant, was chosen as a vice chair of Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. His appointment was specifically for the position of Working Group 2 vice chair within the newly formed IPCC Bureau, which consists of 34 members including the chair and 3 vice chairs. Okay, so now Mr. Raman Sukumar is the new vice chair of Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, that is IPCC. Now let's see a few of the important and the recent appointments. First of all, recently Reserve Bank of India has appointed Mr. P. Vasudevan as its new executive director. After that, State Bank of India has appointed Mr. Kameshwar Rao as its new Chief Financial Officer. Then Coal India has named Mr. P.M. Prasad as its new Chairman and MD. Okay. Then Mr. Sanjeev Puri has got an extension in its tenure as being the Chairman and MD of ITC Board. Now he will be at this position for the next 5 years. Okay. Then Olympic Council of Asia has elected Sheikh Talal as its new president. Fine. These are some of the important and the recent appointments. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nushat Sana signing off.